All right. This is concerning 9-8 numbers, foreign trust, um, ITIN numbers. And so what you're looking at here, let me turn this around, is the W7. Okay, this is the application for an ITIN. All right, and this is what most people are really concerned about, which is the non-resident alien required to get an ITIN to claim a tax treaty benefit. Okay, this W7 will allow you to receive an ITIN under whatever your identity is for U.S. tax purposes. Okay. Now, in order to qualify for an ITIN, number one, you have to fill out this W-7, and you also have to mail in your foreign passport. Okay. Now, one way around that is by getting an acceptance agent. Okay. Acceptance agents are able to certify foreign passports to qualify for the I-10. And so what you're looking at here is an IRS publication concerning the acceptance agent. And right here you see certifying acceptance agents can only certify documents that are original or certified by the issuing agency as proof of foreign status and identity, except for foreign military identification cards. Also, too, there was, okay, here it is. A passport that doesn't have a date of entry will no longer be accepted as a standalone identification document for certain dependents. Okay, now, this is also important. All right, as an acceptance agent, you can verify the foreign passport and simply send in the W-7 without a passport. Okay, that's really important to understand. Again, I'm an acceptance agent. There's other acceptance agents out there. You can simply do a Google search and find one. But what they will do is they will certify your foreign passport and then send in this W-7 on your behalf. And so if you want to be a foreigner from Egypt, or if you want to be a foreigner from Jordan, or a foreigner from Russia or Ghana, or wherever you want to be a foreigner from, you simply get an acceptance agent to simply enter your information here, which will be just your name, your address, which is really important because they're going to mail the ITIN number to whatever address goes on this form. Okay, now for my clients, I can use my address for that reason if you don't have one, and this will allow you again to get that ITIN number in the mail. Another thing that's important to mention here, if there are children in Mexico or Canada, those children are able to be claimed as dependents on your tax return. What's needed in order for those children to be claimed as dependents on your tax return is an ITIN number. Okay, and again, an acceptance agent is able to verify the identity of those children. And the ITIN number will be issued for those children, and they will be able to be placed on your tax return. Now, on your tax return, in order to qualify for the child tax credit, you have to have proof, in case you're asked, that the child is registered in a U.S. Public school. Now, there are some children that are homeschooled, and typically what the IRS requires in that regard will be something from the school district that says that, hey, this child has been registered in the school district as a homeschooled child. Now, a lot of people who have children that are homeschooled do not register them with the districts, but it's very important to do so because without that documentation, no one knows that this child is even doing homeschool. So that's really important. I think that's really about it. Again, this is for persons that are wanting to, again, act as a foreigner in the United States. If you don't know what a foreign trust is, I'll explain it now for those that don't know. So a foreigner is not responsible for U.S. taxes unless the foreigner is making money in the U.S. If you're making money in the U.S., then you have to pay U.S. taxes unless there is a tax treaty, okay, with the foreign country that says that their citizens in the U.S. don't have to pay U.S. taxes because they're paying taxes to their home country, okay? So again, Every country is going to be different. Maybe at some point I'll go over some of those treaties in a later video. I think that'll be a good idea. But that's what's going on. So again, if you want to act as a foreigner in the United States, the W-7, an acceptance agent, is going to be your best friend. There's also, like I said, the opportunity to have an ITIN number for an underage child to qualify as a dependent on your tax return. Again, that child has to either live here in the United States, Canada, or Mexico. Okay, if the child lives in Mexico, you can still claim them as a dependent on your tax return for the child tax credit. But as you saw here, they did say that the child has to enter into the United States. It doesn't say that they have to stay in the United States, just that they have to enter the United States in order to get that ITIN number. And then again, for the child tax credit, it's required that the child lives here in the United States. And if you're audited, the IRS is going to want proof that they have been registered either in some public school or they've been registered with some school district as a homeschooled child. So I think that's it. If you have any questions, concerns, please reach out. There's more that I can go into this, but that's just a broad overview, really. And you can kind of see the different items here. You know, there's non-resident alien student, there's dependent, a spouse, right? Which can also be important for some as well. So again, if you have any questions, please reach out. From me to you, I'll holler.